Hello friends, and in this video we continue learning English vocabulary. And for the first word I want to share to you the word prevail. It is verb, and you can see the phonics like this, right? Prevail. Okay, you need to stress the second syllable, right? Prevail. Okay, and let's see the definition of this word. Prevail is meant to defeat an opponent, especially after a long struggle. This is the first meaning, right? And for the second meaning of the word prevail, like this, it is ideas, opinions, etc. to be accepted, especially after a struggle or an argument. Yeah, and I also have this picture to illustrate for the meaning of the word prevail for this guy, right? You can see that he prevail on the circumstances, right? He meet on his journey, right? So that's why he can keep going forward. Yeah. And we have an example for the first meaning, right? To defeat an opponent, especially after a long struggle. They wasted two penalties but still prevail 2-1. Yeah. So for this example, we can use in a football game, right? Yeah, they wasted two penalties. Yeah, we are talking about on a football team, right? They wasted two penalties, but they still won, right? With the scores 2-1. And for the second example, right? And for these examples, for the meaning to defeat an opponent, especially after a long struggle, it is hard for logic to prevail over emotion. Yeah. Let me read again this sentence. It is hard for logic to prevail over emotion, right? So in here, you need to understand for logic, that's for anything, right? Before you assess or evaluate, such as you evaluate about your friends, right? As you say, this is a good friend or bad friends. Firstly, you need to analyze, right? For all of the stories you have with your friends, right? And information you heard from other people. So you will have the final decision that your friends is a good one or is a bad one, right? But if you do not analyze, and you just depends on your feelings, you just depends on your feelings. So it is not logic, right? So for this example, it is hard for logic to prevail over emotion. So let me explain some more for you. You heard other people say, right? Your friend is cheating you. Your friend is very bad, and you should believe in that guy, and should not say your secrets to that guy. It is not good. Yet, and already have several behaviors from your friends in the past, right? Have you know? Actually, your friends is cheating you, but you did not believe, and you do not believe, right? Because you say that you already know this guy for a long time, and this guy cannot cheat you, right? But when you analyze, right, for events in the past until now, yes, you can know actually that's your friend is cheating you, and you also heard other people, right? I say about this, but because you have a good relationship with your friend, so finally you do not believe your friend is cheating you. So it is so dangerous for you, right? In the future, and in the future when you um, know exactly about your friend's thinking, or I can say that's for your friend's personality, right? So at the time it is so late, and you cannot regret anymore, because at the time you had to suffer the consequence, or bad result. So it is very hard, right, for logic to prevail over emotion. And I agree with this sentence. So I think that's to help us can have a good evaluation about another person. So I think firstly you need to read a lot of books as possible. It is very great because in the book, right? Yeah, there are many lessons for us. Yes, through reading books, you can accumulate the knowledge. And another thing that I think you should carefully analyze for every event, right? Happen to you and to your friends. Yeah, so you can know exactly that you are having a good friends or bad friends. So you will decide to keep that relationship, or you should break that relationship. Okay, and we have the third example for the second meaning. It is of ideas, opinions, etc. to be accepted, especially after a struggle or an argument. One example like this: his view eventually prevail over theirs. Eventually, finally, right? So his views finally prevails over theirs. Or you can read again. His view, yeah, finally won all the deaths. Yeah. So let's imagine that for this guy, right, is working in on companies, right? So there is on problems. The companies need to change the products, right? To have the companies, right, can earn much more profits in the next 2 or 3 years. And other people say that they need to produce the kind of products with really good quality, and we do not care about the prices, even though the prices are very expensive. But because the quality of the products is so good, so the customers are still willing to pay, right? So the companies still can earn a lot of profits. But for this guy, right, for this man know about uh, the economic situation of the countries, right? Of these countries, and also economy of the world. So he knows that in next several years, inflation will happen. So at the time when inflation happens, you know that for residents, they do not increase much of their income, right? But for the value of the money reduce, yeah, lose the values. So as a time for the people, right, they need to save their money, and they do not spend their money for the kind of products which are so expensive. So if the companies produce the kind of products with the quality, right, is very good, but if the prices are very expensive, so the companies cannot sell the products, and of course the companies cannot earn a lot of profits, or even those the companies could be bankrupt. So for this message, there's the companies should produce the kind of products, and we do not care so much about the qualities, as long as the quality is acceptable. Yeah, it is better than normal, but we should focus on reducing the prices. Much the price is really cheap. So when inflation happens, we still can sell the product and still can earn a lot of profits. Yeah, and finally, right, his views prevails of the death. Yeah, because now we already see the signal of inflation, and for the people, right, they do not buy so much the kind of product, right, which have expensive prices. Yeah. Okay, and now we move to the next word, improper. Improper, it is adjective, right? As you can see, the phonics like this, and to help you can pronounce properly this word. Improper. Okay, let's see about the definition of this word. Improper. There are two main meanings. For the first meaning, is mean dishonest or morally wrong, and for the second meaning, is mean not right or appropriate for the situation. Okay, and for the first meaning, right, we have an example like this. She was suspended for improper conduct or improper behavior. Yeah. So for this woman, right, is working for one company because she has an improper behaviors to her colleagues or her staff, right? So that's why the companies suspended her, and now she cannot work for the companies and need to wait for the final decision from the companies. The companies will give another chance for her to have her can right still work for the companies, or the companies will fire her. Yeah. Improper behavior such as when discuss one problem, right, with other colleagues or with her staff, right, with the people who strongly disagrees with her opinion, right, and she's yeah scores them with terrible words, right, scold them or criticize them with terrible words, and it is improper behavior. So that's why the companies have suspended her. Yeah. And suspended, yes, suspended in here, you understand that the companies hasn't decided, right, to fire her, but suspended that she cannot work for the companies and need to wait for the final decision from the companies. Yeah. To know that she's still keep working for the companies, or she's fired, right? So she will she's lost the job and need to find another job. Okay, and we have the second example how we use the word improper like this. Places where it is considered improper for men and women to kiss in a public. And you know, for these days, right, when the man and the woman, they kiss in the public places, it is okay, right, and acceptable if they want to show their love. But there are several places, right, for the man and the woman cannot kiss. Yeah, so in here we have this sentence, right? Places where it is considered improper for men and women to kiss in a public. Yeah. So for now, I also want to ask your opinion. Do you think for the lovers, if they want, right, to kiss each other in the public places to share their love, is this okay, or it is not acceptable? Especially like they are sitting on the bus, right, and they kiss each other. Is this okay? Yeah, please give your opinion in the comment box. Yeah, of this video. And for the final example, yeah, for the second meaning, not right or appropriate for the situation, it would be improper to comment at this stage. Yeah. I will take an example like this, such as for your friends, right? He's want to establish one business. Yeah, and your friend discuss with you about his plan, right? And at the time you discuss with your friends and you say that you should not establish this kind of business at this time and in this place. As you will fail, and you will lose a lot of money. But at the time, right, your friend uh, did not agree with you, and your friend still established that kind of business, right? And for now, it has the result. Your friend he lost a lot of money, right? Because there's a business, and now his emotion is very terrible. He's feels so stressful. So at this stage or at this period of time, right, you should not comment. Yes, you should not comment to your friend and say that before I already told you, but you did not listen to me, and now you see that your business failed and you lost a lot of money. Yeah, so it is improper, right, to comment like that at this stage. Yeah. Okay. And for the next words I want to share with you, the word prevent, it is verb. You can see the phonics, how we pronounce this word prevent, right? Okay, let's see the definition. Prevents is mean capable of producing desired results without wasting the materials, time, or energy. To stop somebody from doing something, to stop something from happening. Yeah. And we have one picture to illustrate for the meaning of the word prevent, right? For this picture, you can see that, we are doing like this to protect the children, right? Yeah, or we can say that we prevent the children from the danger, right? Yeah, or we protect the children. Okay. And we have one example how we use the word prevent like this. The accident could have been prevented. Yeah, actually, this sentence is a hypothesis clause, right? Hypothesis clause actually is as you wrong phrase, as you know. Clause in noun and in front of nouns we should use adjective, right? Hypothesis is noun, so for the right phrase I should say that hypothetical clause. I cannot say hypothesis clause, but in here I just want to say to you that in using English, right? Because we are learning English. English is the second language, so I think we should not care so much about grammar. Yes, I think it is so good if you use right grammar to talk to other people, right? Such as if you use the right phrase, hypothetical clause, it is so great at the time when you are talking. But if you do not know about adjectives of the word hypothesis, you can choose the phrase hypothesis clause. I think it is okay, no problem, as long as, right, for listeners, they can understand about your point. Yeah. So if you think like that, I think that you will be brave, yeah, and feel confident in talking English to other people. So if we talk much, so we can improve much our English, right? If you do not talk, so you cannot improve your speaking skill. Okay, and for this example, right, it is hypothetical clause. So actually, for this accident already happened, right? And for other people, just say that if the driver did not drink so much alcohol, so this accident could not happen, right? Yeah. Okay, and for the second example like this, the government took steps to prevent a scandal. Yeah, a scandal. For the scandal that there is one senior officer of the government, right, involved in briberies. This means for this officer, right, got money from other peoples, right, and must many decision to support for the kind of person, right, or the kind of organization she or he got the money, right? Yeah. So because for this scandal, right? Yeah, there are many people, yeah, in that country know about this scandal. If the government do not do anything, yeah, to prevent this scandal, right, and the governments will damage their image in the eyes of the people, right, of the resident. So that's why the government took steps to prevent a scandal. It means that they organized another suspicion, suspicion for briberies, right? And for any officer involved in a briberies will be fired from the government. Yeah, and for the government also adjust the laws, and in the laws state clearly for any officer, right, involved in the briberies. Yeah, firstly, they will be fired from the government, and the second thing that they need to pay back all of the money, right? And they already got from other peoples or from other organizations, and they also need to compensate, yeah, compensate for the damage, right, caused by their decision. Yeah, yeah, something like that. And we had the final example how we use the words of prevent like this. Nothing would prevent him from speaking out against injustice. Yeah. So in this example, you can understand for this guy, right? For this man, I think he had experienced a lot of injustice cases in his life. So that's why he really want to speak out, want to make many people in the place he's living, right, know about the injustice. Yeah. About injustice, it could be like this. I think injustice mainly does just where you are from, which groups do you belong. You know, in on communities, there are many groups, right? Groups of people. We could also call races. So, suggest for you if you are from this group, right? So you will get a lot of opportunity to get this kind of job. Yes. So if you are from another groups, yes, it is very difficult for you to get the job. Or when you are working for one organization, right? And for other people will behave differently to you, depend on where you are from. Yeah. So it is injustice, right? Yeah. So nothing would prevent him from speaking out against injustice. So for this guy, right? For this man, he is very brave, and perhaps he working for one companies, right? If he speak out this injustice, he will be fired. Yeah, yeah, but he's not afraid of, right? Yeah, so that's why we have this sentence: nothing would prevent him, and surely, right? He will speak out against injustice. Yeah, and nothing can prevent him. Yeah, and now he's not afraid of anything. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching my videos, and see you in next video.